tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems, only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up.
I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it, I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it, know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up,
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Oh, damn!
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game.
Hello, Argelati! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go, get up the field. Pick it.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Taken down at the 41. 1-yard gain.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 51 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running, man. Jim.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 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 we got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Shut up. Shit, watch the shit. Come on. Hatch it. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shut up, shut up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Let's go,
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 66 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Chris Carson, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to Meredith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
51, Mike 51. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
He's coming left. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 25 yard line.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Yo,
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, check Mike 39.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's get it together, team.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
The point after is good, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
This is Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 26, check 26.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. On 1st down, Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Richie James there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be enough time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Switch. Six guys. Check 6 guys. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Chad. Kill. Check. Watch twist.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Don't be scared of it. Kill.
Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
We're going to work.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check right. He's checking. Crash. Go get him.
And this time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.Y. Hilton, 76 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye. He
just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Mike 51. Hey, calm down. Hey, let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
But I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focused on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. James has got it, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll set them back 5.
Ready! Mike 51! I don't think you got it, sir! Check 9, check 9! 66, put it back! Mike 51! Go! Hey, let's go!
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Let's go.
49ers first down.
That's the way. Check 52. Ready, go.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the shit.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check team. Lefty. Screen.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Mahomes steps away to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. Now Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Mahomes flushed out right. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Let's go, D.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Silver.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check. 36.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Check 3. Shift. No. Slam. Tighten up. Check. Check 99.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 50, check 50. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check.
This is McCaffrey. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They come out here in the eye. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch out. SOS. Kill. Check. Crunch. Under crunch. Go. Check 43.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Hey, we got to get to the bus, boys. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Zip it. Go. Let's go. We got to double up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.Y. Hilton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
What a set. 9:55. Hey, eat. Come on. Switch.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching